Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
My name's Adam Gorlitsky, the founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Education Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Morning, Carl. Usual?
Yeah.
Your oldest was in here the other day. Said the two of you took a trip down to my neck of the woods. How'd that go?
You might as well give me one of those Carolina cars while you're at it.
I knew I liked that one.
Yeah.
There you go, my friend.
Thanks.
Hey, Carl. Congratulations.
See you tomorrow, Freddie.
You bet.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Turfgrass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turfgrass management program. Having a life scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
My 6th grade English class wrote some letters to our local Chick-fil-A that had closed for remodeling.
Dear Chick-fil-A.
Dear Chick-fil-A.
Dear Chick-fil-A. I used to get Chick-fil-A 100 times a week. We need it back. We cannot leave these letters unanswered. So we loaded up our food truck to surprise not just her class, but the entire school.
It was really rewarding as a teacher to see that kindness return to the kids.
We got you a little something to make sure your students keep writing.
Less than 24 hours after suffering their second straight setback of this fresh-faced season, the Koalas of Columbia College back on to the floor here at the Godbolt Center as they look to right the ship and finish out this opening 5-game homestand with a victory to move to 3-2. But a tough test comes into the Godbolt Center here in Columbia, as it's the Fire of Southeastern traveling up from Lakeland, Florida, and they look to upend the Koalas and bounce back after losing down the street last night at the hands of the Rams of CIU. As you're watching the Appalachian Athletic Conference on Koala Vision. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mark Shelley. Delighted to have you with us here inside the Godbolt Center in the state capital of South Carolina. It is Columbia, the site of our matchup today that sees the Fire of Southeastern, based in Lakeland, Florida, 2-1 overall this season. They started 2-0, but their most recent game, an 85-70 loss at the hands of the Rams of CIU, the crosstown rivals for the Koalas. Putting up 9 made three-pointers in that game, did the Rams, and that helped propel them to the 15-point win over top of the Southeastern side, who is hungry to replicate the efforts and then some of their campaign a season ago when they came up 1 win shy of a conference title out of the Sun Conference. The Koalas, on the other side of things, it was 2 straight wins to open this season, Mid-Atlantic Christian, and then the overtime thriller against Carolina University. But since it was a Wednesday meeting with Point that saw the Koalas come up short by 8, and then a late surge in the second half saw the Koalas overturn what was a 24-point deficit, got it down to single digits before ultimately time would run out on them against Coastal Georgia, who is also a Sun Conference opponent, in a 93-82 loss. So back-to-back losses for these two sides has seen the Koalas settle down to a 2-2 record, but trying to end a 5-game homestand to open this season with a victory, which would be their 3rd of the campaign. And it would give them big momentum as they get set to roll into their AAC slate coming up against Spartanburg Methodist next week. So today, these two sides get to match up, and it will be a challenge for this Koala side to try to find an answer to the leading scorer and leading rebounder in Nathan Mickelson. The graduate out of Palm City, Florida, stands at 6'7", finding himself in amongst the best in the country at rebounding through this early slate, averaging 13 rebounds a game and putting up 14.5 points per game. The national anthem about to commence. We'll take a break, be back on the other side of it, and we'll get you the Terminex starting lineup when we return.
Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
My name's Adam Gorlitsky, the founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Education Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Time now to take a look at today's Terminex starting 5. We'll start with the Koalas, and it's a familiar lineup. The same starting 5 we have seen through the previous 4 games. Chandler O'Bannon and Thomas Whitley, the numbers 1 and 2. Tough games for them last night. Koalas need something out of their 2 low-numbered jersey-wearing men. Tay Burton, he had one of the best nights of his entire career, tying Austin Harrell's school record with 6 made three-pointers in the game last night, coming up with some massive makes that made that a ball game and made it a thriller late. There is Harrell, another one of those dangerous deep shooters, and Nakia Johnson will be the man underneath, trying to win the rebounding battle against Nate Mickelson. Flip side of things for this Fireside, Mickelson. He will get the start, averaging just shy of those 15 points a game. Davion Taylor, he wears the 15. Dylan LeBoon will get the nod wearing the 11. Milo Santos wears number 3, and Jalen Nixon will get the nod on the other side of things. No surprise here that those are the starting 5 through 3 games. They're the same starting 5 here in game number 4. So both teams have not made a single alteration to their starting 5 on this fresh-faced campaign. And the two sides being welcomed out to the floor after the anthems. Koalas needing a bounce-back win here to stop a 2-game skid after starting the season 2-0, and the Fire a chance to make amends for last night's loss down the street at CIU. This side visiting from Lakeland sees 5 players who averaged double digits through the first 3 games this season. Mickelson, Nixon, Santos, Traylor, and King, each above the 10-point mark. At the center, it's Mickelson and Johnson, and we're underway. Beg your pardon, that was Traylor. But either way, it is Southeastern with the ball, the Fire going to work. We'll bring this inside. Mickelson kicks to the corner. Koalas, a sluggish start last night, put them in that first half hole where they trailed 21 points. At the halftime interval, has that stripped out of play, it bounces out. And with 5 on the shot clock, the Fire will maintain it. Koalas caught flat-footed after the halftime talk. That's when they came out and started swinging. 5 of his 6 made 3-pointers for Tay Burton came in that second half. And an early shot clock violation will give the Koalas the ball. Empty-handed come the Fire on their opening offensive possession. 30 seconds gone by, and the Koalas will bring it up the floor. Here is Chandler O'Bannon. He'll move it off to Austin Harrell. For Nakia Johnson. For Thomas Whitley. Unable to pick up a point last night was Whitley, so we'll see if he can make amends here as he gets his 5th straight start. Here is Burton. Fresh off of a career night. Thought about a 3-ball, stutter steps, moves off for Whitley for 3. No good, front side of the rim. And a foul on the floor, and it will go against the Fire. The 15 of Traylor commits his first foul of the game, and the Koalas go to the baseline to our left-hand side. Harrell will inbound it. A short jumper that catches the backside of the rim, and Burton looks certain to put that in, and nothing doing. Traylor, after the foul, comes the other way, slips in behind the Koalas, and he's got the first points of the game. It's a 2-0 advantage here for the visiting Fire of Southeastern. The Sun Conference against the Appalachian Athletic Conference here in the 5th game of the season for the Koalas as Johnson powers through Traylor, and he's able to put up an answering 2 points, and the 2 big men make it 4 points total in the ball game, 2 split evenly between the sides. LeBoon pushed it out to Mickelson. Working against Whitley, lost it, tries to recover, now tries to post up, works into the paint, fights through the pressure, and gets it to drop. It's a 4-2 ball game with 18 to go in the first half, and the Koalas trail by 2. Burton into the corner for Whitley, overheads it, and a long reach by Chandler O'Bannon. Cuts inside, kicks back over for Harrell amidst pressure. Harrell pumps, underhands it off to Burton. Far side of the court, just off the wing. Steps inside, given to Harrell. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it all the way over. O'Bannon must drive the baseline. 3 on the shot clock, and he is fouled. The basket will not drop, but Chandler O'Bannon will head to the free throw line, the first for either side to do so. And a chance to try to eat into this narrow 2-point deficit here with 17:39 to go in the first half. O'Bannon's first will fall in, and it's 4-3. He gets his first point of the game. O'Bannon on the season entering today, 71% from the line. But so far, he is perfect. 2 for 2 on the trip, and it's a 4-all ball game with 17.5 to go in the opening half. To the far side, LeBoon. He'll move it off to Edwards. Back to LeBoon. Burton guards him. LeBoon nearly lost it out of bounds, recovers, now cuts to the right side, spins back to the free throw line, and a quick handoff towards Santos, who tries to power through and does. And regaining the leader of the Fire, it's 6-4. 17:08 to go as Harrell will bring it up the floor. Working from right to left are the Koalas in gray, the all red of the Fire of Southeastern. O'Bannon from the wing, now drives inside, kicks over to Harrell. Muscled out to Burton. He's guarded closely and can't get a shot off from Nixon. Back out to Burton, handed off in tight to Whitley. He's pressured on the double team. Burton slips free, cuts inside, stops in the paint with 2 on the shot clock, and he's able to draw the foul. Koalas were running out of time, but Burton did just enough to delay long enough and force the mishanded reach. That will draw the foul and send him to the line. Tay Burton's first free throw comes up short. It catches the front side and kicks away. A rare miss. 7 of 8 entering this. Now 7 of 9 on the season. His second will make the amends for the earlier miss. Koalas down by 1, 6-5 here with 16:37 to go in the first half. A misplayed pass picked up by Nakia Johnson. Tries to go coast to coast. Oh, he takes a hard spill. Nearly lost the ball. Kick out for Burton for 3. He's got it from the wing. Tay Burton picking up where he left off a night ago, and he splashes for the 9th time from beyond the arc this season. Koalas with their first lead of the game, and now they're called for the foul, up 8-6. It is O'Bannon who is charged with his first. Milo Santos will hand to the free throw line, and he'll shoot his first, and he'll find the twine. Santos from the line this season, that's his 14th make. On 21 attempts, 15 of 22. So the ball game is tied at 8 apiece with 16:16 to go on the clock here in the first half of the Godbold Center. Harrell down this left-hand side, off for Johnson. He has a lane kick over to O'Bannon. He'll step inside the arc off the far sideline. Nearly lost his footing, somehow spins to keep it in possession and picks up 2 more, and the Koalas back in front. It's a 10-8 ball game as the clock winds under 16 to go in the opening half. Edwards. Mickelson working against Johnson, the 2 big men in the paint. Mickelson trying to stay on his feet, catches the front side of the rim, and the Koalas haul it in. Burton will lead the charge up the field. Shaded to the right-hand side, a handoff to Whitley. Moved off to O'Bannon. Bounce pass forward looking for Johnson, and they can't connect, and it skitters out of play. 15:31 to go here in the first half, and the Koalas up by a possession. It is a 2-point ball game, 10-8. Out of the backcourt, Jason Nixon down the left-hand side, guarded by Harrell. He'll move it off to Santos. Slips from one man, but runs into the wall that is Johnson. Mickelson thought about a 3, now drives inside. Johnson goes up and swats it away. What a block by Nakia Johnson, but now behind the play, he's labored in making his way up the floor. He took a shot up high near his eyes and seems to be holding on to that left eye, but shakes it off, and he's okay to play on. 15 to go here in the first half. It's a 10-8 ball game. Harrell working off this left-hand side. 12 on the shot clock, moves it inside for Johnson. Tries to fight through Mickelson. He can't get his own rebound, and the Fire come away with the ball, and the Koalas empty-handed. Kickback, Mickelson off the far side, hand off to Santos. Tries to use the advantage of the body contact in front. That will rim around and drop in to tie the game at 10 even. 14.5 to go here in the first half. Harrell to the right sideline, moves off to Whitley, rifled over to Burton. Back to Whitley on the far side. Heaves to the corner, and he'll get it right back from Harrell, and then it's off the hands of Santos, out of play. 14-13 to go here in the first half. It is 10-10 to Koalas and the Fire to round out this homestand here to start this season. Koalas looking for their third win. Fans, did you know that since 2002, more than 2.7 million lottery-funded scholarships, such as the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellows scholarships, have been awarded to South Carolina students? Playing for fun is a win for education. Visit sceducationlottery.com for more information. $14-13 left to go in the first half in this 10-10 ball game. Koalas, their final game of a homestand before they are off to the road for the first time this season. Spartanburg Methodist upcoming to kick off AAC action. The ensuing inbound, it's off the mark, catches the scorer's table. And Allion Ford couldn't hit the back charging Austin Harrell, and the miscue hands the ball freely to the Fire. They will make an adjustment to the game clock as Daniel Sohn will inbound, and it will be brought forward by Nixon. He's guarded by Norman Haynes. Haynes, who has rocketed himself into favor with this coaching staff after his great run of form. Zach Smith now guarding Sohn. Santos, Ford all over him. Santos spins inside. And the foul will bring an end to the play. The two sides will converse amongst themselves, as the referees do as well. And the block will go against the 10 of Ford. And the game will remain 10-10. Edwards off the inbound. Tries to hand it off to his teammate in Nixon, who overran it and then has to circle back and pick it up again. Nixon forced off balance, and Haynes will be called for the foul. That's his first. The basket counts, so it's an and one opportunity here for Nixon to add to the 2 points he just picked up. So it's a 3-point ball game. 13-10 with 13 and a half to go. Smith will hand off to Whitley. Haynes back to Smith. Working against Sohn. Inside, pivots, kicks over to Whitley. 9 on the shot clock. Whitley slips but got it off to Smith. He'll drive the lane and rattle this in off the rim. And the Koalas cut it down to a 1-point game. 13-12 with 13:07 to go. And a foul at the other end of the floor. It is Ford who commits his second in rapid succession. Nixon, the inbound off to Edwards. Edwards has to spin away from his intended target in Sohn, who he now hands off to, and Sohn is fouled as Whitley reaches in. .57 to go. And Daniel Sohn will head to the free throw line. It gets eerily silent here inside the Godbold Center. Product of close confines for these two sides. On the season, entering today, just 2 of 4 from the line. And he will go 1 of 2, but Koalas jump early, so they'll try it again. So Sohn a chance to make up for the miss. Second chance pays dividends. 12:57 to go. It is a 3-point ball game. Koalas on the wrong end of it, 15-12. Haynes right back to Harrell. And the Koalas will start the charge up the floor. He's guarded by LaDavian King. Smith barks out the commands. Cuts back to his near side. Whitley working down low. And the foul called against Edwards. And that is his second foul of the game. So Harrell will go to the baseline to try to inbound this. A long heave back to Allion Ford. Whitley, a wing three. After a night last night where he was unable to pick up a point, he splashes with 3 from beyond the arc, and the Koalas tie it up at 15 even. The other way, off the rim, nothing doing for Nixon, and the Koalas bring it up the floor. Haynes moves off for Ford. Atop the key, out to the right-hand wing. Harrell will drive in. Off balance, tries to get that to fall. He is fouled. The basket will not count. But he will head to the free throw line with 12:13 to go here in the first half, tied at 15. A chance at 2 points if he makes both. He will make the first, and the Koalas reestablish their advantage. It is 16-15. Harrell, an 83% free throw shooter. His second, as good as the first. That'll help improve it. He's 2 for 2 on the trip, and it's a 2-point margin. Koalas lead 17-15 with 12 to play. Mickelson for 3. The big man goes from deep, nothing doing, but the Fire grabbed the rebound. Santos inside, and he will pick up the foul, head to the line, and it's Ford's third. Burton will enter the game in favor of Ford, who now finds himself in foul trouble still early in this first half. And the opening make comes from Santos. And it's a 1-point ball game. It is level at 17 apiece. 11:50 to go here in the first half as Harrell will bring it up the floor. Toward the corner, Burton inside, back out to Whitley. Now feeds for Burton, sets his feet, shoots, he's got another. Tay Burton, after starting the season 2 of 16 through the first 3 games, went 6 of 10 last night. Comes back, he's got 2 made 3-pointers here tonight. And the foul comes with a made basket and a chance to tie the game with a free throw as Whitley is charged with the foul. Santos will go to the free throw line. No surprise, these two teams going back and forth. And that caps off a 3-point play with the and one, and it's 20-20, Koalas and Fire. Whitley works to the right-hand side, gives off to Harrell. Tries to work up the sideline further, now rifled into the corner from the overhead pass. Smith works the baseline, that careens off his own knee and out of play, and the Koalas give the ball back to Southeastern. 11:04 to go here in the first half. Chandler O'Bannon waits at the scorer's table to check in. Up the floor and is brought forward by King. Overheads it down low for Edwards, who fights through a double team and is able to put his team in front. It's 22-20. Burton will bring it ahead. Leading his side with 7 points, 6 of which come from the deep ball. Smith, 16 on the shot clock. Pivots, now tries to finish off a drive inside and fights through for 2 more to tie the game, this time at 22-all. King will kick it out to Edwards from the corner. A 3-ball, no good. It's long off the backside of the rim. Koalas can't cover it up with the rebound. Instead, underneath, it is Smith called for the foul as LeBoon will pick up the and one. Dylan LeBoon will head to the line, a chance to put his side up by 3. Oviedo, Florida, his hometown, and enjoying a trip to Columbia as he gives his team a 3-point advantage, 25-22, with 10-12 to go in the first half. Johnson off to O'Bannon atop the key. Outside, Jordan McKean for 3, and that's a dart into the twine with 10 to go, and a 3-ball ties this game at 25 apiece. Everything the other side does, it is answered in return. This game remains level here halfway through the first half. Edwards slips free and he puts in 2 on an uncontested layup. The other way, McKean will come up the floor down that right-hand side off to Burton. Handed off to O'Bannon, back to McKean. Works up the right sideline, slips past his man, inside the paint, bounces off for Johnson, who is stripped from behind as he went up for the basket. The other way, now 2 possessions strung together by the Fire. It's a 29-25 advantage with 9:18 to go in the first half. 4 points to the good for the visitors. Tipped out of play. It will stay with the Koalas, but with 9:14 to go, they find themselves trailing by 2 possessions, 29-25. Fire out in front here at the Godbolt Center on this Friday afternoon. Well, I said Friday afternoon going to break. I'm not reliable. Guess what? It's Saturday afternoon. You know who is reliable, though? Our friends over at Terminix Services. With trusted experts and leading technology, Terminix is here to keep your family and your home pest-free and worry-free. Visit trustterminix.com to request a free inspection. Terminix, the trusted experts in pests. 9:14 to go here in the first half of the Godbolt Center in Columbia, South Carolina. The visitors from Lakeland, Florida, Southeastern, who a season ago, despite a 14-17 regular season record, got in with an 8-8 conference record into the Sun Conference tournament, and they capped it off with a loss in the championship game, 87-71, at the hands of the 16th-ranked Ave Maria. 2-1 to start the season for the Fire. They're up 4 on the Koalas, who have settled for a 2-2 record, coming off the backs of back-to-back defeats here inside their own building. Chandler O'Bannon inside, given to the baseline, back out to him. He steps back for 3 from the wing, no good. McKean will take the rebound, and the Koalas reset. Burton, he sets his feet. Does he have a third? Can't get it to find the rim. It catches the backboard, kicks away, and the Koalas down by 4 need some defense to keep this from growing even further. Nixon inside. O'Bannon gets a hand to it. Norman Zumi Haynes comes away with it. McKean back to O'Bannon, off to Burton. He works up that right-hand side, fakes the handoff to Haynes. Burton spins inside, tries to float the bank, no good, but it falls back to Burton underneath the basket. He is fouled and will head to the line. .8:21 to go in the first half. Burton and his team down by 4. He's got a chance to shoot 2. One for 2 on his previous trip. He starts this one 1 for 1. He's got a chance at a second shot that will bring the Koalas to within a 2-point gap. Harrell will check back in for Haynes as Burton shoots. His second comes winding back off the rim, and another 1 for 2 trip. He's 2 for 4 on the afternoon is Burton. It's a 3-point ball game, 29-26. Sohn down the right side, a quick flick off to the quick recoiling Laboon. Now given inside as King drives the lane. He is fouled with 8:04 to go in the first half. And it's Burton who's called for his first of the day. So King with 2 points, a chance to add to it as he goes to the free throw line for the first time. First shot from the stripe will be the first make. And he's up to 3 points. A chance to get to 4 if he converts his second. It's a 5-point ball game, 31-26. The Fire of Southeastern leading the Koalas. McKean off to Burton, who pumps the brakes right at the NAIA logo on the far side of the floor. Harrell back to O'Bannon. Inside, hands off to Burton. 15 on the shot clock. Burton drives, creates the space. Hotly off to Johnson. Fights through the guarding of Traylor. And Johnson brings this to a 3-point gap. King the other way. And an offensive foul will give the ball back to the Koalas. So King commits it and will hand the ball to the referee, who will in turn hand it off to Harrell for the inbound. With 7.5 to go in the opening half in this 3-point ball game. McKean, his only make is his only attempt. It came on the 3 ball. He'll bring it forward. Works to the right-hand side, and now Nakia Johnson is called for the offensive foul. The big man for the Koalas commits his first of the game to go along with the 4 points he's racked up so far. 31-28. That's the 10th for the Koalas into the double bonus for the Fire. Southeastern's committed 7. Mickelson outside for Nixon. Nixon pumps, pirouettes, kicks back over. Now Edwards will take it. Forced to the outside of the paint, tries to fight past Harrell. Johnson goes up and hauls in the loose ball. 6:54 to go in the first half. McKean down the right-hand side, works back outside the arc, back to Harrell just inside the half-court line. Shot clock winds to 15. Harrell starts the charge forward. Bounce pass off for Johnson, who juggles it, lost it, and couldn't cleanly corral it. Six and a half to go here in the first half. It is brought forward. Jason Nixon gets it back from Mickelson. Stutter steps outside, tries to drive inside, and hooks a high lofted layup into the basket to make it back to a 5-point margin. 33-28, Koalas trailing. McKean to the right side, works back, hands off to O'Bannon. He'll drive from the right-hand side off the side of the rim. Johnson trying to keep it alive, and he came back down to earth before the ball got out of his reach, and the Koalas turn it over. McKean will check out. Back comes Whitley. Milo Santos, in large part to 5 consecutive made free throws, leads all scorers with 11 points. Burton with 8, 6 of which have come from the deep ball. Santos, he tries a three. No good, left it shortly to the right-hand side. So O'Bannon out of the backcourt will bring it ahead. Off to Whitley, move to the corner. Harrell for three. That's long, backside of the rim, no good as Mickelson hauls in the rebound. Just 2 points for the team's leading scorer in Mickelson so far. They'll hand it back to him. He'll try to drive inside, stripped by Burton, and he'll start the charge alongside Whitley on the 2-on-2 the other way. Burton trying to go himself. And a foul called against the Fire. And away from the play. It is Santos who is called for the foul. So Burton will head to the line. Successful on his first. He's up to 9 points, 3 of 5 in the game. To bring his team within 3. (33-30) with 5:18 to go in the first half. Koalas aggressive on the press, and somehow Nixon is able to break it and move it off. A corner three, and that's a dart from Laboon as a big answer to re-extend it to a 6-point ball game. They waved off the 3 ball, so it was only 2, so it was a 5-point margin, now back down to 3 as Harrell answers the other way. Santos straight away atop the arc. Drives inside, pivots back to Mickelson. The big man, 3 ball, high arching, no good. Whitley grabs the rebound. O'Bannon brings it up the floor with 4.5 to go. Lost it, slips free, hotly out for Whitley. He hauls that in. Harrell, corner 3 attempt. Again, it's long. Mickelson is there to keep it away from Smith. The other way, Nixon hotly up the floor. Harrell recovers back. A 3-point shot, no good. A foul under the basket on the floor. As Laboon had the miss, and Burton will commit the foul. 4:17 to go here in the first half. It's a 3-point ball game here in Columbia. 35-32, Koalas down, and free throws coming for the Fire when we come back.
Not who, but what?
Not who, but what?
Not who, but what?
Today's game running long. Want to get into town early for tomorrow's big match. Stay where the Koalas stay at True by Hilton Columbia Greystone. Located just 10 minutes from the Godbolt Center, True by Hilton will have you rested and recharged for whatever tomorrow brings. Visit Hilton.com to book your stay today. Koalas and the Fire. We'll head down to our right-hand side. It is free throws to come for Southeastern. Leading by 3, 35-32. Trying to avenge a double-digit loss at the hands of the Rams of CIU last night, just down the street from where we are here today. Catches the top side of the rim, but then falls in off the backboard. And Edwards converts on his first. This is his second. (37-32). It's a 5-point ball game. 4:10 to go as O'Bannon brings it across the line. He'll slow things down, move outside for Burton. Back to O'Bannon. Sees a lane, drives forward, pivots back, hands off. Burton from the free throw line hops and then delivers back to O'Bannon. Slips free, and he's called for the travel as he tried to split a triple team. 3:54 to go in the opening half. The margin is 5. The wrong side of things are the Koalas, 37-32. Trying to avoid back-to-back losses at the hands of the Sun Conference, and it would be 3 consecutive after a 2-0 start in this building to round out a 5-game homestand. Santos off to King. Back to Santos. Straight away center. Drives. Smith is there to meet him. Fade away. It's short for 2. Fingertips. The ball is free. Rolling toward the halfway line. Harrell able to pull it up hotly for Burton. And that's swatted out of play, but he is fouled, and it comes against the 11 of Laboon. 3:19 to go, and Burton will head to the line. He leads his team with 10 points. His 7th free throw is his 5th make. Back-to-back 1-for-2 trips to start the game. That was 5 of 7. 6 of 8. And Burton's up to 12 points. He's the game's leading scorer, as he was a night ago when he had 26. King off to Santos. Bounces to the corner. Santos will get it right back from Laboon. Santos drives inside. Back to Laboon. Tries to work outside to the wing from the free throw line. Santos, a turn, no good. Koalas grab the rebound. It's Burton. He led the team with 6 rebounds last night. Did the number 5. So much more than just a 26-point night and a school record tying mark of 6 made 3-pointers. A bit surprising to the coaching staff that Burton led in the rebounding category, and a bit of concern for them that they would like to see amends made for here on this Saturday afternoon. Burton, he's dancing with it. Now we'll hand off to Harrell. 8 on the shot clock. Harrell will go to the rim, and the layup is good, and the Koalas are back within 1. 37-36 with 2.5 to go in the first half. Santos slips past O'Bannon. Smith is there. He has to go underneath. Mickelson can't handle it cleanly. Picks it up off the floor. Tries to fight past Smith and will. 3 points to the good for the Fire, visiting from the Sun Conference. 39-36. Smith off to Burton. To O'Bannon. He'll drive the lane, stops, tries to put it up, and picks up the and one. King is charged with the foul. O'Bannon adds 2 more to his total. He's up to 6, a chance to get to 7 and tie this game if he caps off the 3-point play. A minute 55 to go here in the first half. O'Bannon calmly slots it in to tie this game at 39 apiece. Santos brought up the floor. He'll kick it over to Edwards. Into the corner. Nixon. And that's a big make to put his team back up by 3 in a big way. 42-39. 95 seconds to go in the first half. Koalas with the ball. What is their answer have? O'Bannon to the corner. Smith drives inside, and he stepped back with the foot to go forward, but the referee blows it as he steps on the line and out of bounds. Empty-handed on their response to the 3-ball make by Jason Nixon, who will now restart with the ball and bring it up the floor. Shaded to the left-hand side of center, just outside the arc. Mickelson working against Smith. Puts too much on it. It careens off the rim. Handed off to O'Bannon. He'll start the charge forward. Off to Whitley. Burton from the far side wing. 62 to go in the first half. Koalas trailing by 3. Smith wrapping underneath, and he's there to bring it down to a 1-point ball game. 42-41. The Koalas trail, and the Fire bring it up from left to right. Nixon tries to sprint pass, kick out to Edwards. Santos is free, and the 3-ball left short off the rim. Smith hauls in the rebound. 40 seconds to go in the first half. 25 on the shot clock as O'Bannon slows things down up the far sideline. 11 seconds separate shot and game clock. Harrell, methodical as the offense sets up in front of him. Handed off to O'Bannon. Drives inside, spin move, fights through, and the Koalas reestablish the lead. 43-42. Shot clock is off with 11 seconds to go in the first half. Koalas trying to hold on for a first half lead. Santos, 3. He goes through, lost it, turns off balance, and he beats the buzzer. What a play by Milo Santos. His 12th and 13 points come in dramatic fashion as the buzzer sounds to end the first half. And it's the narrowest of margins that sees the Fire in front of the Koalas here on this Saturday afternoon at the Godbolt Center. 44-43. Back and forth they go, separated by 1 at the break. And the second half when we come back to the Godbolt Center here on Koala Vision.
Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
My name's Adam Gorlitsky, the founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Education Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Morning, Carl. Usual?
Yeah.
Your oldest was in here the other day. Said the two of you took a trip down to my neck of the woods. How'd that go?
You might as well give me one of those Carolina cars while you're at it.
I knew I liked that one.
Yeah.
There you go, my friend.
Thanks.
Hey, Carl. Congratulations.
See you tomorrow, Freddie.
You bet.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Turf grass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turf grass management program. Having a life scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
My 6th grade English class wrote some letters to our local Chick-fil-A that had closed for remodeling.
Dear Chick-fil-A.
Dear Chick-fil-A.
Dear Chick-fil-A, I used to get Chick-fil-A 100 times a week. We need it back. We cannot leave these letters unanswered. So we loaded up our food truck to surprise not just her class, but the entire school.
It was really rewarding as a teacher to see that kindness return to the kids.
We got you a little something to make sure your students keep writing.
Not who, but what?
Not who, but what?
Not who, but what?
Turf grass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turf grass management program. Having a life scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
My name's Adam Gorlitsky, the founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Educational Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Turf grass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turf grass management program. Having a life scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Back here at the Godbold Center, second half about to get underway. Mark Shelley with you as you're watching the Appalachian Athletic Conference on Koala Vision. Brought to you in part by our friends at the Solomon Law Group, proud supporters of Columbia College Athletics. When life knocks you down after an accident, trust the team that fights for you. The Solomon Law Group, they've got your back. 44-43 is how it stands after the opening 20 minutes as we get set for the second half. Koalas, a 4 of 9 day from beyond the arc, and not too shabby. 44% three-point land. Problem is for Southeastern, well, they're 1 of 8. To the disbelief when he actually got the stat sheet of Jake Deere. Looking as though there should have been more maybe, but instead it's been hard fought out points. It's also been a perfect day at the free throw line. 13 of 13 for the Fire. Koalas, well, they've only missed 2 of them, and well, both, well, they go to one man, and it's the man who finds himself one back of the game lead in scoring. Tay Burton is 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He's 2 for 3 from three-point land with 12 points, 4 rebounds. Leading scorer, that's Milo Santos. With 13 points, 2 rebounds, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, but 0 for 2 beyond the arc, and the second half has gotten underway, and Austin Harrell will bring it forward. Harrell 6 points in the first half, tries to alley-oop to Chandler O'Bannon, who just pushes it off the side of the rim, couldn't get it to fall, would have made that hard fall back to earth feel just a little less impactful had he converted on the basket. 19:33 to go now. As Santos powers through a defender, and it's a 46-43 advantage for the Fire out of the halftime interval. Harrell lofts it off to Burton, calls for O'Bannon and will hand it off. Back to Burton, shy of the corner down this right-hand side. Burton. Oh, a cheeky toss off to Nakia Johnson, who brings this back to a 1-point ball game. We've played a minute. It's 46-45. Nixon straight away, just the second made three-pointer of the game for this Fire side, and it puts them out in front by 4. 49-45 with 18:48 to go in the ball game. Harrell down the left-hand side. Off to Whitley. Straight away now to Burton, just shy of the corner. He'll drive inside, lost it, recollects, fights through, 2 more. 49-47, Koalas trail by a pair of points. A 1-possession game in the early goings of this second half. Mickelson, hands off to Mixon. Overhead flick back to Mickelson. The 3 ball is off the mark to the right-hand side. Traylor is able to pick up the ball off the rebound and draw the foul. He can't drop the basket, so he'll head to the line to shoot for 2.
Hey, we got to hit and drive. We got to hit and drive. We got to hit and drive. Austin, down here, weave.
Traylor's free throw. That will go skyward, and there was a brief moment of hush as that ball came back, caught the rim, and dropped into the twine. He'll try his second. (51-47). 18:10 to go in the ball game. Here is Burton. O'Bannon inside, pumps the brakes. Tries to bank it in, no good. It kicks back out, taken by Nixon now up the floor. Off this left-hand side, working against Harrell, slips free. But his loft up, catches the side of the rim, nothing doing. Whitley out of the corner, back to O'Bannon. Hurried off over to the far side, through Harrell, off to Burton. Now given back to O'Bannon. Cycles to the baseline. Contested jumper, and he puts it home. It's back to a 2-point gap, 51-49. Nixon. Step back. Does he have another 3 ball? This time just skitters off the top of the rim. Nakia Johnson tight ropes the baseline and keeps it in. Burton flips it off to Harrell. Chest it over to Whitley. from the corner. Burton back to Whitley and now to Harrell, shaded to this right-hand side up the wing. Turning, setting, three. Oh, and that'll ring in and out for Burton. That's just his second miss from beyond the arc. He was 2 for 3 in the first half. 0 for 1 to start this second half. Is the team's leading scorer. Santos now lofts it back to Mickelson. Hands off. Nixon working against Harrell, pushes back. A quick turn and a short 3-ball attempt. No good. That will bounce out of bounds. On the chance for Dylan LeBoon. So LeBoon will settle for 5 points that he entered the start of the second half with. Out will come Nixon. And back in comes LaDavian King. 4 points in the games for Kings. He will guard Harrell up the floor as it's given back to him from O'Bannon. Slung outside and down low for Johnson. Fights through Trailer and picks up the and one. It is 51 apiece. And a chance for Nakia Johnson to put his team in front. Johnson's first and only free throw will find the twine and the Koalas from down one at the break. They are up one with 16:16 to go in the ball game. 52-51 as Mickelson slips free. The ball is loose off the fingertips. And a foul on the floor. It will go against Whitley. That is Whitley's third foul. The inbound. Santos guarded by Johnson. And Johnson is called for the foul. Johnson now has 2 fouls to go along with the 9 points that he's racked up in the game. Santos leading with 15 above all scorers. We'll get to 16 and a chance to grow it to 17. So the game is tied at 52 apiece with 16:04 to play. His second catches the front side of the rim, but will use the backboard and gravity to drop in to put his team back in front by 1. Fire reestablishing the advantage, albeit the narrowest of margins. Harrell with under 16 to go in the ballgame. O'Bannon and Harrell go back and forth. Harrell from just inside the free throw line, out for Whitley. What looked like a broken play continues. Burton now, he'll drive the lane, tries to hook it, but Mickelson swats it away. The block by Mickelson. Keeps the Koalas with the ball, but only 3 seconds to shoot. Off to Johnson. Contested jumper, it's short, falls off the rim into the waiting hands of King. He tries to go coast to coast, and he lost it. And at least from our vantage point, this should stay or go with the Koalas. And it looks as though the referee on the near side, well, what's his decision here? Is he overturning this? I think he is. He's going to give the Koalas the ball and make the overarching judgment that he says he saw what we saw and that the ball came off Southeastern. The shot is no good from Whitley. Koalas can't get the rebound. King the other way. Whitley closes down on him. Santos hooks that over top, and O'Bannon fouls him. So he'll head to the line. O'Bannon has 3 fouls now. 17 points as Santos will shoot for 18, and he'll get there. He is 8 of 8 from the free throw line. This is 9th. Just the same. 9 of his 19 points have come on a perfect afternoon from the line. 15 minutes ago, O'Bannon stripped by Santos. And O'Bannon comes back. And the basket will count. Koalas call the timeout with 14:58 to play in the ball game.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me when he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Fans, if you can't make it to the next home game, Koala Vision is your home for all the action all year long. Join me, Mark Shelley, for all the heart-pounding action of Koala Athletics. Just search on YouTube, Columbia College Athletics. Under 15 to go in the ball game. Out of the break from the goaltending call on Chandler O'Bannon that counts the basket. 57-52, Koalas down by 5. They have the ball. It is O'Bannon who slings it inside for Burton. Kick out for Whitley. Thought about moving it to O'Bannon. Now on the second look, he does. 7 on the shot clock. A fadeaway jumper for 2, and Burton hits the twine, and it's down to a 3-point ball game. 57-54. 14:20 to go. Koalas trailing the Sun Conference's Southeastern Fire. Mickelson back. And King will rim it around and drop it in, and that's a big 3-point make for a side that made only 1 in the first half. They have 3 from beyond the arc here in the second. Harrell off to Whitley on this right-hand wing. Burton drives in, kicks out. Whitley nearly stripped but recovers. 8 on the shot clock, stripped away, sliding to the floor, and the Koalas have to quickly recover as King brings it up. Great work by Santos. Second time here in the second half we've seen a great defensive breakup to steal it away. King driving the baseline, kick over to the corner. Santos drives inside, 15 on the shot clock, and he fights off the pressure from Burton and drops it in for 2 more. And the lead has been grown by the Fire of Southeastern. 62-54. 13:21 to go here in the ball game. The two sides head to the benches. They'll talk things through. We'll be back to the Godbolt Center after this.
Not who, but what?
Not who, but what?
Not who, but what?
Fans of Solomon Law Group, they're proud supporters of Columbia College Athletics and broadcasts here on Koala Vision just like this one. When life knocks you down after an accident, Trust the team that fights for you. The Solomon Law Group, they've got your back. 13:21 to go here in the ball game. And the Koalas, after gaining a narrow advantage in the early goings of this second half, they've now, with 13:21 to play, have found themselves down by 8. 62-54. Burton and Ford, the two out of the backcourt. It's Ford to bring it across. Ford, we did not see a lot of him in the first half. He got 3 fouls in rapid-fire fashion. Had to sit out, but he's back in here in the second half. Whitley. Inside, Harrell from the free throw line. It's long, and Mickelson goes up, grabs the rebound, but the foul is called on Ford. And that's his 4th. 12:59 to go. And up the floor comes King. Santos. Overheaded back to King. Santos inside. Looks for his options. Kicks over. Wing 3, no good. Whitley is able to pull in the rebound. Smith. Oh, he took that hotly. I don't think he was the target. And it creates a fumble that sends Santos the other way. Milo Santos has skyrocketed into controlling this game on the score sheet. It's a 10-point advantage. He's up to 28 points. Smith swatted away and blocked by Mickelson. King tries to hook it and does. 66-54. Koalas see the 8 points grown to 12 with 12 to play in the ball game. They need to find a way to convert and stop the costly turnovers that are haunting them right now. Airport Electrical Services, they're proud supporters of Columbia College Athletics and Koalas basketball. Visit them on Facebook and Instagram to learn what Airport Electrical can do for you. It is an impressive afternoon for Santos. 9 of 15 from the field, 9 of 9 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 beyond the arc, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and those 28 points towering above the rest of the field. Next closest is Tay Burton. He's got 16-12 back of the game lead. 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 6 of 8 from the line. 6 points from the deep ball. Chandler O'Bannon tied with Jason Nixon. Each have 11. Nixon's made 2 3-pointers. O'Bannon 4 of 8 from the field. He's got 3 for 3 from the stripe. After that, Nakia Johnson, he's got 9. Koalas, they need 12 to tie this thing up. They trail 66-54. Harrell on a high press by this fire side. Back to Burton. Harrell will take it. Whitley to Ford. Whitley slings it out. Burton, corner. Harrell, 3. That's a splash the Koalas needed. Ball game separated by 9, 66-57, but they eat into it after the 3-ball make by Austin Harrell. Inside Mickelson, underneath Edwards, gets 2 back. Ball game is separated by 11 now. Up the far side. Brought ahead. Moved off to Ford on the right-hand side. Spins inside, keeps it, kicks over. Whitley fakes it, now gives off to Burton. Rifled off to Harrell at the half-court logo. 10 on the shot clock. They need to get something going. Harrell comes inside, forced to the outside, but hooks it in. 68-59, back to a 9-point game. King up the far side. It was a slow start to the game. He's now got 6. And he's helping to dictate the play, but this team is carried by the 28 of the man with the ball in Milo Santos. King calls for Mickelson to set the pick. Mickelson standing atop the arc. 4 on the shot clock. Edwards has to turn, and he lofts one in. 70-59, the game is 11. Ford walks his way to the left-hand side, slips free from the man, drives inside, tries to bank it in. He is fouled. He'll go to the line. So Ford to the free throw line. His team down 11. Uses the rim and picks up the make. And his team's within 10. Entering the game, 8 of 11 for 73% is Ford. Now 9 of 12 on the season. This to cut it to single digits. Bounces all over the top of the rim and slowly trickles off to the side. Koalas can't grab the rebound. And the Fire in a 10-point lead will have the ball working from right to left. King guarded by Ford. Just powers through the Koalas defender. And it's 72-60. A 12-point ball game. Ford out of the corner. Heaves it cross court. And King is called for the off-ball foul. With 9:41 to go here in the ball game. Koalas down by double digits. The gap is 12. The Fire trying to right the wrong from last night down the street against CIU. Koalas trying to avoid a third straight on this skid. Back to the Godbold Center after this.
Not who, but what?
Not who, but what?
Not who, but what?
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man.
Koalas finding themselves from a halftime deficit that was 1 when it was 44-43. Now trailing by 12, 72-60. Burton, a laser from deep when he has time to set his feet. Tay Burton has been electrifying this weekend. He's made 3 in the game, 6 last night. He's up to 9 in less than 24 hours. Santos draws the foul and will head to the line. The basket is good. It is Johnson who's charged for the foul. And Santos is up to 30 and a chance to go over that mark. He's at 31 and his team finds himself up 75-63, back to a 12-point game. Ford back to Burton. Back to Ford on the right wing. Slung inside, Burton, a bounce pass, Johnson underneath. Last off, the Koala and the Fire take over. King to Nixon. And it looks as though the clock's slightly delayed, so they'll take some time off. They make the adjustment. And the Koalas, well, they can set up defensively. King to Nixon. Slung over to King. Steps inside, works it back. Nixon looking for his third make from beyond the arc. Can't get it to go, but the rebound controlled by guess who? Santos, man of the hour right now. Nixon kicks it back. King, 8 on the shot clock. He works back atop the key. 5 to shoot now. Guarded by Smith, slips free. Oh, and he moved it off, and Santos' backdoor is there to finish it. 77-63, it's a 14-point ball game. Johnson takes it underneath, fights through, but he can't get it to drop. The rebound controlled by the Fire. They work from right to left. 8 minutes to go in the ball game, and Harrell will be called for the foul on Traylor.
Hey, you got a huddle? You got a huddle?
And what a second half it has been for Milo Santos. 13 points in the first half. Well, if you replicate that effort, you'd get to 26. He's already exceeded that. He's up to 33. And his teammate, Davion Traylor, is at the line, shooting his third free throw. And he will make it. And he'll have an opportunity at the fourth. (78-63), this to make it 79. And Southeastern gets to that mark. They lead with 8:08 to go in the ballgame. Smith, back, Burton, sets, just shy. 3 of 6 is Burton. Nixon. Koalas need to start turning away this side, and more importantly, they need to start turning away number 3 in red. Traylor underneath. Burton is called for the foul. That's his third. So Traylor will go back to the free throw line after a successful trip just a few moments ago. The Cavalry arriving by way of 5 who wait at the table. Brown, Haynes, Whitley, Munlin, and O'Bannon all will check in, and the 5 rotate out. .41 to go. It's a 17-point ball game. It's now 18 as Traylor continues his great day at the line. In fact, it's been a great day all around. This side from Southeastern has not missed a single free throw in the game. They are 24 of 24. Brown to the corner, Haynes for 3. Left it short, kicks back off the rim. Edwards grabs the rebound. King, he and Santos bump into each other. Into the corner, Brown tries to close down on Nixon. King backtracks off the wing with 8 to shoot. Under 7 to go in the ball game. King fade away, no good. Brown waits underneath and he'll take it. Off to O'Bannon. Outside for Haynes, push to the corner. Off the baseline, given back to Munlin. Haynes, Whitley, 16 on the shot clock. Brown steps inside, nearly lost it. Heaves it overhead. Whitley fakes, steps inside for a jumper for 2 that scoops in and out. But Munlin will try to grab the rebound, but commits the foul in the process. 6:30 to go in a game that sees the Koalas down 81-63. In 3 of their 4 games this season, the Koalas have been out-rebounded. Both of the losses, they have been out-rebounded. And the opening win over Mid-Atlantic Christian, they were as well. Won the battle against Carolina And right now, in this game, trailing 25-21 in that regard. O'Bannon will check out. And Jeremiah Hollins will come in to appear in his third game. Haynes to Hollins. Lost into the backcourt. And Brown couldn't take possession cleanly. The separation is 20 points.
Stay solid, stay solid, stay solid.
Hollins guarding Nixon. Zone off to King. Mickelson, big man from deep. He's tried a couple of times this afternoon, but none have fallen for him. King inside, all sorts of pressure. Nixon slips free, steps back now, drives in. That's off the side of the rim. Kowalas still can't get a rebound, and it's Son who finishes it off. Kowalas just couldn't put hands cleanly on the ball, and they find themselves down 22. Whitley to Brown. Munlin, big man, three. He's got it. James Munlin from the corner. 7 feet tall. It gets him closer with that wingspan to the rim, and he slots it in. It's a big make, but still a long way to go back for the Koalas. 85-66 with 5:32 to go in the ballgame. Did you know that since 2002, more than 2.7 million lottery-funded scholarships, such as the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships, have been awarded to South Carolina's students? Playing for fun is a win for education. Visit sceducationlottery.com/educationwins for more information. Out of the timeout, it's an 85-66 advantage for the Fire, visiting from Lakeland, Florida, out of Southeastern. King lost it, recollects, guarded by Brown. Overheads, kicks out. Mickelson straight away. He's going to drive the lane. Brown tries to rip it away. Oh, that was halfway in and then kicks back out. The basket will count, and it's an and one for Mickelson. Munlin, his second foul. Mickelson up to 6 points, a chance to grow it with the free throw. He'll get to 7. Koalas down 21 and only 5 minutes to go in the game. Haynes to Brown. Hollins, Brown. Nearly slipped down to the floor, recovers his footing, 5 on the shot clock. Brown needs to go. Drives from the baseline, he ran out of bounds, and they'll hand it over. 4:36 to go in the ball game, 88-66. Koalas on the wrong end of it. Here, rounding out this homestand to start the season.
Turf grass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turf grass management program. Having the Life Scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Not who, but what.
Not who, but what?
.436 to play. Koalas down 88-66. Hollins tries to jar the ball free. He's the last to touch it. Zone will be the one to inbound from the baseline. Following this game, it's the women who take to the floor. They'll do so in another non-conference game. This time against Point, who we saw the men come into town and hand the Koalas their first loss of the season. The Skyhawks in the women's side still looking for their first win. So too are the Koalas after two challenging tests to start the season. The loss to Division II North Greenville and then a tournament team from a season ago in the Red Storm of Rio Grande. That game coming up after the conclusion of this one. It starts at 2:30, or at least roughly at that time. It'll carry beyond that. Whitley, three from the corner. Long way back for the Koalas, but three is a good bunch to pick up. Short time to work with, 4 minutes left in the game. Santos just hooks it. Munlin grabs the rebound. Oh, and his pass forward gets picked off, and then Munlin called for the foul. It's an and one for Sohn. Munlin did everything right except the last piece of execution, the pass trying to lead Brown up the court. Sohn jumped into the lane, stole it, and has a chance to cap off a three-point play. No good, so it remains 90-69. Hollins, and bumped from behind by Nixon, who will be credited with the foul. Nixon, just his second foul. Hollins to Haynes and off to Brown. Hollins, he's fouled, and again it's Nixon. And from one foul, he quickly finds himself with three. 3:34 to go in the ball game. Jeremiah Hollins went to the free throw line. And the Columbia native a chance at his first point. He'll miss the mark, but he'll try to shoot it for the second. So Hollins makes the better of the second. 1 for 2 on the trip. He's got a point in the game. King. Nicholson. Still no good from three-point land. Santos. Who would have guessed? Another 2 points. He's got 35 in the game. He is now 16 points shy of the next closest scorer, which is Tay Burton to lead the Koalas. Hollins, long way out, tries a hot bank. It kicks off the backboard and the rim, nothing doing. 92-70. Koalas, who this season, through the first 4 games, average nearly 83 points a game. Well, they're well off that mark. The wrong side of things, they've allowed this fire side to exceed what they've given up on average. And uncontested is Sohn. And now just pulling away here late is Southeastern. Whitley off to Munlin. Big man, does he have another three ball? Just skitters off the top of the rim, no good. Sohn lost it. Somehow Whitley keeps it in at the baseline. And he'll look to go coast to coast, and he's fouled by Mickelson. A second under 2 minutes to go. And Thomas Whitley will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot for two. He'll settle for at best one as he misses the first. Koalas in their first two games, 73 points and 83 points they gave up in the back-to-back wins. The trend they'd like to quickly forget about as Munlin adds two more to his total. It's the fact that in 3 straight losses, they've given up more than 90 points. 92 to point, 93 a night ago, tonight 96, and still time to add to it for the Fire. Munlin, he and Hollins combined to break up that play. Then we'll see the ball kick away from Jaron Edwards. Beg your pardon, that's Sanchez. Sohn batted away by Whitley. And it was a shot clock violation. That will give the Koalas the ball back with 84 seconds to play. 96-72. Brown turns, no good, kicks out of play. Koalas will keep it. So October started off on the right foot. But here into November, on the 1st, 7th, and 8th, things have gone awry for the Koalas in just their second season of existence. Munlin will be called for the foul, so that'll send us down to the other end of the floor where Traylor will try to add to the 96 and do so by keeping a very impressive afternoon intact for this side. They have only missed one free throw as Traylor makes his first, 28 of 29 for Southeastern from the line. Commentators curse. They've missed two. Sohn and Traylor each have missed one. But 28 of 30 from the free throw line. It's an impressive stat. Whitley is fouled. It's Sohn who commits it. So 97 points against them, 72 to their credit. Number 2, Thomas Whitley, a chance to add to their bank account. And they'll have a chance to add more as the first looked as though maybe it would bounce away, but it does drop down to the floor through the twine. And the Koalas have 73, this to get to 74. As it stands, they are 5 shy of their least productive night of the season so far. 79, the low mark in scoring in the opener, and that 79-73 win over the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian. Onto the floor and onto the board. The 33 of Milos Stepovic. And a 3-ball puts his side to 100. Isaac Beeler, the sophomore out of Cummings, Georgia, will check in. 36.7 remain. A 30-second timeout charged, but not enforced to Southeastern to allow for the substitution for Beeler to come onto the floor. Haynes will take it with under 30 to go in the ballgame. Brown's fouled. Free throws to come. This Koalas side in their inaugural season went through October and early November, having won 7 of their first 8 games. The schedule here in year 2, much more challenging in the non-conference slate. A physical Mid-Atlantic Christian, a very impressive Carolina side, and then 3 teams to certainly not overlook in Point Coastal Georgia and this Southeastern side. But in the 2 previous to this one, it was slow starts that the Koalas could not make amends for in the second half. In this one, it's a second half that sees Southeastern pull away and do so in a big way. They have the dollar, Koalas a quarter shy. 100-75 with 15 seconds left to go. Koalas without the ball, on pace to round out the homestand with their least productive offensive night. And that's how it will end. 100-75. Koalas 4 shy of the 79 mark they opened the season with in the win. But after back-to-back wins to start the second campaign in program history, it is 3 consecutive defeats to start November. And a 5-game homestand to open up this slate. We'll see the Koalas head to the road and into AAC action with a 100-75 loss at the hands of Southeastern. Koalas, they were right with them in the first half. It's the second half that saw the explosion of offensive productivity by Milo Santos, who easily finds himself as player of the game. He was 12 of 19 from the field, needed only 1 made three-pointer on 3 attempts, 10 for 10 from the line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 35 total points for the game's leading scorer. Second leading scorer was the Koalas' Tay Burton. 5 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, he had 19 points. Oh, and then a couple of players all tied at 11. Jason Nixon, Davion Traylor, each had 11 for the Fire of Southeastern. Chandler O'Bannon and Austin Harrell had 11 for the Koalas. But then just a few more bulk scorers here and there, some individual battles back and forth that saw Southeastern narrowly edge ahead. But it's the 16 points ahead of the rest of the field by Santos that helps propel this side to the victory away from home. And Southeastern upends the defeat from last night, gets back into the win column. They're 3-1 on the season. Koalas, well, they're a game below 500, 2-3 on this season, as they've fallen for a 3rd consecutive time. They're on the road to start conference play. It comes fast, and it comes in rapid-fire fashion. November 12th, 4 days from now, they're on the road up I-26 to the newcomers of the AAC in Spartanburg Methodist, then off to Bluefield Johnson, and the first meeting of the crosstown rivalry against CIU on November 25th. On the road in Kingsport over Thanksgiving, Oakland City freed Hardman. Then they go to Coastal Georgia, trying to make amends for the loss last night before December 6th. They return here to the Godbolt Center against Reinhardt for a 4 p.m. meeting. But for this 12:30 tip-off on the Saturday afternoon, Koalas, they come up a whole quarter short. 100-75 it finishes here in Columbia. Women's game coming up in half an hour. We hope you can join us here on Koala Vision. We'll switch over to that stream here momentarily. But for this one, with the Koalas coming up short for the third consecutive game, on behalf of everyone in the athletic department here at Columbia College, I'm Mark Shelley bidding you a very pleasant adieu.